And if Marvel's The Rise of Kylo Ren #2 is any indication of the future of Star Wars storytelling, is an all-encompassing transmedia odyssey. In other words, they're going to put out a lot of stuff that's not in the movies so they can get more money. Because they want your money. Well, we have possible news of a leak that, well, not a leak, I guess it's kind of maybe a tell. Marvel's telling us where they're going with the next trilogy set of movies here, and let's talk about it. Guys, Final Death Star here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so, and give a thumbs up to this video. It helps support these small independent creators that are, trying to hit the big time. All right, here we go. So this is an article coming from Polygon.com, and it's entitled "Marvel's Kylo Ren #2 comic echoes a big rumor about future Star Wars movies," and it's the High Republic. Here we go. We heard a couple rumors of this early on that these sets of movies could deal with the 400-year time period before Phantom Menace. So Yoda was just a baby Yoda, I guess. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't be a baby Yoda. He'd be like a teenage Yoda. But anyway, there's Luke, the Luke that we should have gotten in the movies. Yeah, he is the Last Jedi. Well, not anymore, sadly. Okay, Rise of Skywalker left many longtime fans of Star Wars with questions. A few of the answers are threaded through animated prequels and tie-in compendiums, signaling a shift away from Lucas's long-standing divide between movie and expanded universe connectivity. Before a movie like Rogue One built off the mythology of past films, and fans of Clone Wars would geek out over an appearance by Saw Gerrera. He was in Rogue One, and I was pretty happy to see that. It was cool to see some, but that was a animated series into the movies. It wasn't like comics or a book. Has a little more of a following, I think, in the mainstream Star Wars community. More people are tending to watch something than read something these days. As a generality, of course, there's exceptions, but okay. Rise of Skywalker makes greater demands, and if Marvel's The Rise of Kylo Ren #2 is any indication of the future of Star Wars storytelling, is an all-encompassing transmedia odyssey. In other words, they're going to put out a lot of stuff that's not in the movies so they can get more money. Because they want your money. Boy. The first issue of Kylo Ren, which arrived in the days before The Rise of Skywalker's release, introduced readers to the Knights of Ren, their mysterious leader, a buff lightsaber wielder known as Ren, and in a jump ahead in time, a distraught Ben Solo. After his scuttle with Luke Skywalker, which left the Jedi training grounds in ruins, the boy who would one day become Kylo Ren fled into the arms of Snoke, hoping to connect with the Knights of Ren. Kylo Ren #2 picks up with Ben and Snoke on a mysterious space greenhouse. The Emperor's clone puppet, as we found out, really has a thing for gardening. Then flashes back to the poisoned Jedi's first encounter with the Knights of Ren during an expedition with Luke. Here you see Kylo Ren, Snoke saying, "I was not born Snoke, I became Snoke." Yeah, what does that mean? Because the Emperor just, made you, and so you were? Writer Charles Soule, done with murky introductions and free of Rise of Skywalker spoiler mandates, gleefully sets up Kylo Ren's descent into the dark side. Snoke is an eclectic with secrets to keep in the present timeline, while Kylo's adventures with Luke and Lor San Tekka, the Jedi who briefly appeared in Force Awakens. I didn't think he was a Jedi. I thought he was like a keeper of the Jedis or something. I didn't think he was a Jedi. Interesting. I don't know about that. Courtesy of Max von Sydow, brings a taste of Indiana Jones to the Star Wars franchise. Anyone who wanted more Luke in his true post-Return of the Jedi years, but were jolted by the revelations of The Last Jedi, will be happy to see the Force Master exploring the universe and whipping butt. Okay, and it goes on to talk about the comic a little bit. Here we go. The years of Ben Luke's training are ripe for Soul, Sly, and the rest of the team to bring to life. Talk about the... Okay, here. It says... if we get a taste for the future of the Star Wars movie franchise might be headed, it's tied together with the expanded universe stories. And it all seems to start here. So they're going to bring the expanded universe into the new Marvel comics. I'm not quite sure what that... I think, they're stealing from the expanded universe, I guess, which, some people at Lucasfilm doesn't think exists, but clearly there are some that do. Why not just continue to expand the universe? Why not just make these movies to fall in line with the expanded universe instead of pretending they didn't exist and coming up with a new timeline and changing everything around and ruining Star Wars? But I will go on here. Okay. A few days before Kylo Ren #2, MakingStarWars.net which has published reputable plot specifics in the past, ran a brief rumor about the story of the next yet-to-be-announced chapter in the Star Wars film saga. According to an unnamed source, next movies will take place in the dubbed High Republic era. Old Republic, same thing. They just didn't want to use the name, I guess, because I think they don't want to have to adhere to what we all know of the EU, Old Republic, which would land about 400 years before the events of the Skywalker saga. It's a period in which the Sith rule of two has been established by Darth Bane and Yoda. Yoda would be a scrappy young Jedi. Teen Yoda. We'll start calling him Teen Yoda. These movies would align with Project Luminous, a massive storytelling campaign previously teased at the 2019 Star Wars Celebration. According to a report from fansite Zero.hu, Luminous will tie together video games, comics, and books to chronicle the story of multiple Jedi investigating ancient Sith gods in unknown regions of the galaxy. MakingStarWars.net says crosses over to the new film. So it's like a MacGuffin. It's going to be a trilogy of MacGuffins, the MacGuffin trilogy. Taken with a grain of salt, the idea of Star Wars catapulting back into time to escape the sameness of the Skywalker saga is a logical and daring move, one that allows them to carve out deeper interconnected mythology with the shine of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Boy, see, I don't think they should. I think they should stay away from trying to be like Marvel. It doesn't work with Star Wars. The big shock this week is that the rise of Kylo Ren #2 bolsters the rumor with a direct reference to the established moment in time. And here we have Lars Santeca and Luke, and there's a little Kylo Ren over there in the back, little baby Ben Solo Ren. They're talking about here, I think after all my wanderings, I can recognize the description of a Jedi outpost when I hear it. And Luke said, I'm not questioning your expertise. I just didn't realize the Jedi ever had official presence so far from the core. And then I sense disquiet in you. This is Snoke. Yes, I'm fine, Snoke. So Snoke, really Palpatine, is force connecting with Kylo Ren here. It's probably High Republic era. It was a time of greatly expanded Jedi activity through the galaxy. So there you go, High Republic era. So it is now canon, the High Republic time period. So that would go to indicate, that's probably where the set of movies are going to lead to. You can read the rest. I'll link the article down below. It has them going into like this treasure trove, as it says here, kind of area that they find Sith Wayfinder, some relics. So it's kind of, Indiana Jones-ish, I guess you could say. But I will link the article so you can check it out. But I just, that's kind of confirmation that the High Republic now time period is canon. And it looks like that is what they might be leading to and hinting at here. So I will leave you at that. I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you here with that. Let you ponder that. Are you excited? Do you think I think it's probably the only way to go. Go in the past. I'd stay away from the Skywalker saga. It's just let it be. You've done enough damage. So let's move backwards and maybe, hopefully, you can start fresh there. And put Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni in charge. I think they know what they're doing with Mandalorian now. It's a good start. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you do like the video, and subscribe if you have not. Help build this channel. I'm growing. I'd like to get to 500 in the next, couple months, sooner if possible. So only you can help me with that. And until next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.